guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are in my bathroom because I'm going to be filming my very long overdue skincare routine, the nighttime version. Now shortly after, not immediately after, but shortly after, I will be filming my morning routine, so stay tuned for that because the products do vary slightly, not dramatically, but it is a different routine, so I'll have that posted soon. Just some little information, and probably you already know if you've been here on my channel for a while, I have oily and very sensitive skin, so most of the products that I use cater to those concerns. Additional to that, I just wanted to mention that this is going to be a talk through instead of my typical voiceover because I wanted you guys to get a real feeling as to what my routine is. So I'll do my best to convey that. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so the very first step in my routine is if I've been wearing makeup that day to, of course, remove it. And for that, I love to use the Vanilla & Co. Clean It Zero Cleanser. This is the resveratrol version, which is meant for oily skin. There are 4 in the Vanilla & Co. line, and I recently did a video talking all about it. So if you're interested in knowing what the difference is between all 4 cleansers, I'll have that linked up above. So I have done another video specifically on the Purity version, which is meant for sensitive skin. That was a first impression, so I won't bore you with too many details, but this is a solid cleansing balm that once it mixes into your skin, it turns into an oil, and actually as soon as it touches your skin, it immediately starts to dissolve all traces of makeup, including waterproof mascara. Today I am wearing 2 different types of waterproof mascaras. I have Better Than Sex up on my upper lashes, and then the Rocket by Maybelline on my bottom lashes, which are very tough to remove, but this does it lovely. So I took a little bit too much, but you really don't need too much of this cleansing balm because it's so effective. And I first like to work it into my fingers and then go directly onto the skin. Oh, and I also apologize in advance for any weird faces I may make during this entire video. So once I feel that I've worked it sufficiently into my face, I'm gonna go ahead and go onto the eyes. And I like to do this in circular motion and really as gentle as possible. I'm trying not to tug or anything. And then for the lashes, I'm going to go like this to really work the cleanser into the lashes and remove everything. Now, I really am doing this as gently as possible. You don't want to accidentally rip out your lashes or anything like that, but just enough to remove the mascara. And as I've mentioned before whenever talking about this product, this really is your first step in the cleansing routine. You want to follow this up with another cleanser just to make sure that you're really removing all traces of makeup. So next, I'm going to follow up with a cleanser, and for that I've been using the Bon Vivant Botanical Pure Mint Tea Tree Cleansing Foam, and this is actually an exfoliating cleanser, but if you have very sensitive skin like I do, you don't have to worry about the exfoliating part because it's very gentle and not abrasive at all. What it actually has is micro apricot seeds, so that makes it an exfoliant, and it kind of looks like this. It does foam up quite a bit, so you really need just the tiniest bit of product to make it work. Oh, and something that is also worth a mention is that I use lukewarm water all the way up to the very last rinse. So now when I rinse this off, I'm going to use cold water, but up until now, I've been using lukewarm water. And I like to cleanse for about 30 to 60 seconds, more or less, just to really make sure that I'm removing all traces of makeup and impurities, etc. So before moving on to the rest of the products, I quickly wanted to discuss some alternative steps I would take depending on how my skin feels that day, or the products I'm actually cycling in and out of my routine. Say for example, if I weren't using an exfoliating cleanser, I would probably go in with an exfoliator after cleansing, and for that I've been using for a while and really loving the Secret Key Lemon Sparkling Peeling Gel. So this is a chemical exfoliator, but do not let that scare you because it's incredibly gentle. This, as the name suggests, is a gel, and as you work it into your skin, it starts to lift up the dead skin cells, and it starts to look a little something like this if I could really work it in here. I find that it works best first on dry skin. So some people use it on dry skin, other people use it on wet skin. I like it on dry skin. And this is a really nice product because it leaves your skin feeling nice and smooth. And since it has lemon as the main ingredient, it really gives you that brightening effect. So if you're looking for a nice, gentle exfoliator, I highly recommend this one. Another step I'm going to be omitting tonight is my facial massage routine, and this right here is my Gua Sha facial massage tool. I have an entire video dedicated on the benefits and how to perform the massage, so I'll have that linked up above if you're interested. But the reason I'm not going to be doing this tonight is because it's a little bit time consuming. I usually do my sessions for about 10 minutes and once to twice a week, but it really all depends on what your skin needs. So if you think you need it every night for at least 5 minutes, then that's great, but I usually do mine for 10 minutes once to twice a week, more or less. So like I said, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about my Gua Sha facial massage routine, check out the video linked up above. So the next step in my skincare routine is toning, and for that I'm using the Bon Vivant Botanical Pure Mint Tea Tree Toner, and this has a little bit of peppermint in it to help control excess sebum, and then the tea tree part helps to control or close and tighten up the pores. And I'm just going to be using a Shiseido cotton pad to apply it onto the skin. So if you're someone who really likes minty products, then you probably are going to really like this because it has a really nice smell. It doesn't have that tingling factor that I thought it would, but it's still really nice, and it feels really nice, cooling and refreshing on the skin. And then once I've applied that all over the face, I'm going to go ahead and flip the cotton pad, and with the remaining toner, I'm just going to bring it down to the neck. And here is the used cotton pad so that you guys could see that double cleansing really does work. No remaining makeup or dirt left behind. After toning, I always like to go in with an eye cream, and I've been using this one for a while. It's the It's Skin Firming System Eye Cream. And I know it might sound a little bit odd to be using a firming eye cream, especially because I particularly do not have wrinkles or crow's feet or anything like that, but it's just as a preventative measure. I do have some very fine like expression lines. I do have a very expressive face, so I get fine lines underneath my eyes, my smile lines, and on my forehead, but they're very minimal, but I don't want them to get any worse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. Whenever I apply my eye creams, I like to use patting motions, and then I'll go in and sweep ever so gently because you definitely do not want to tug on your under eyes. It's a very delicate area. And of course, always using your ring finger because that is the one with the most delicate touch, so they say. And then once I pat in the product into the under eye, I'll take whatever's remaining and use that on the lid. Next, I like to use an essence, and I've been loving this one by COSRX. It's the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence, and I don't think I have an entire video dedicated to snail related products, but that's definitely something I should do because I really love this ingredient in my products. It has tons of benefits, including helping with hyperpigmentation and with pores, elasticity. it just has so many benefits. So I like to use this essence at night, and in the morning I actually use another essence, but that one's a little bit more gel-like. So I like to have this ingredient in my skincare routine morning and night. I love it so much. And then this, I'm just going to spread on my skin using a very delicate touch, and then I'm going to pat it in. So like I said, I'm someone with very, very oily skin, so I like to use an essence, and in the past I have followed up with serums, but as of late I've been omitting the serum part because it could kind of throw my skin off balance, at least in my personal experience. Maybe I just haven't found the right serum for me. So that step I'm going to be omitting tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and use an actual mask. So I'm just gonna give this a little bit of time to really set in the skin before moving on to the mask, so I will see you in a bit. Alright, so I gave that about a minute or two to settle into my skin while I went and grabbed the mask I'll be using tonight, which is the Bon Vivant Botanical Mask Pack in Mint and Tea Tree. And I think I've talked about this on my channel before because this is one of my all-time favorite mask, and I constantly have to have this in stock considering all of the masks that I own. This is the one that I reach for anytime I feel like my skin is in crisis because it's very, very reliable and I love it so much. But I will have to apply this over the sink because this is actually made out of 100% botanical fiber, so it means that it really, really locks in all the essence, making it kind of very wet, but it also makes it very comfortable. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. You could use it for about 10 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna use it for the full 20, and I'll be back once it's ready to be removed. So time is up, and with these face masks you always want to remove it from the bottom up just to make sure that you're lifting off all of the impurities from your skin, and then of course you want to pat in the remaining essence. And like I said, this face mask is absolutely one of the best. It does an excellent job at really helping with blemishes, tightening the pores, controlling excess sebum. I absolutely love it. So usually after this, I go in if I need it with a spot treatment, and for that I love the Grease Lightning by Lush, but tonight I'm actually going to skip that because this mask does a really, really excellent job with blemishes, and I really don't have that many at the moment, knock on wood, because my goodness, sometimes my skin gets crazy and out of control. Also, if you have dry skin, then this would be a really nice time to follow up with a moisturizer. But I find that since I have oily skin and have so many other steps that I really don't need it at nighttime, because during the daytime I do use a moisturizer, so I'll talk more about that in that video. And I also wanted to mention that all three of the Bon Vivant products that I used today, so the cleanser, toner, and the sheet mask or the fiber mask, are all part of a 7-day kit that MEMEBOX is selling at the moment. So you get the cleanser, toner, and 7 of the mask. And like I said, this is a winner, winner, winner. I absolutely love this mask. I can't say enough good things about it. These are relatively new to me, but I really, really like them so far. I've used tons of different Bon Vivant masks, so whether it be the Mint and Tea Tree or the ones targeted for combination and dry skin, I highly recommend that you give them a try if you haven't already. So guys, that concludes my skincare routine, the nighttime version. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and like I said, I should have a morning version coming up very shortly. Like always, all of my links will be down below so that we could stay connected. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you're notified every time I put out a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for stopping by, and until next time.